joy. Praise the Lord. I know you have not recognized me. That's why you are still sitting down. The bros with what? The cut finger that grew back. I am back again. Praise the Lord. It happened towards the last week of July. The Lord was laying it in my heart to give a testimony of good health for my family, because we have been healthy, no emergency, no hospitalization, nothing. So I was trying to package the testimony as, okay, I will do it later. But on the 30th, the enemy struck. 30th of July, my wife told me earlier in the day she was going to the major market to get some food stuff. I gave her money and I left. So 5 p.m., my children called me. I said that their mommy cannot move. She cannot talk. I said, give her the phone. He said, she cannot talk. She cannot move. Already from the background, I was hearing few of them praying, some crying. I said, okay, please run to the neighbor downstairs. Call the neighbor so that I will know what is actually going on. So the neighbor came upstairs and found that the situation was terrible. They called me back and said, which hospital do you use? I gave them the address. I said, my son will direct you to the hospital while I'm coming from where I am. So I called the doctor. They are bringing my wife. I don't know what the situation. I'm not at home. She wasn't sick when I left home. She was only taking malaria medicine. And she went to the market. She was not in any way feeling any sickness or thereabout. So they took her from the house to the hospital. And they told me that they couldn't carry her. She was heavy, lifeless. She wasn't breathing then. She was heavy. Before the 5 women could take her from the up to the ground floor, it was a war for them. So they got to the hospital. 2 minutes they got to the hospital, I was also there. So they wheeled her in, and that happened to be the hospital we normally go for evangelism, me and my wife, every Thursday. So they wheeled her in, and the doctor, the owner of the hospital, was also available. So they were attending to her. And I noticed a particular pattern. The mother died in my hand. I took her to the hospital. The process and the way she was behaving and everything was going towards that direction. And the Spirit of God saying, are you just watching? Immediately I heard that voice. I landed on the floor of the hospital. And I said, oh, earth, hear me. You will not take this body. You will not accept this body. This body will not be broken. It will not be scattered. Her blood will not be spilled until I say so. And I'm not saying so right now. So the doctor was with me, because whenever we come for evangelism, she normally follow us world round. So she was in agreement with me, and within the next 10 minutes, she jerked back. For you to understand, life was going out of her because the leg has started drying. Life was going out of her. So the plan of the enemy did not materialize. The Lord reversed it. Let me remind you that within a few weeks ago, a neighbor in our neighborhood, in our vicinity, also died of the same attack. You understand? So back home, they were expecting us that very day to hear the news that she did not make it. But they were surprised to see me and my wife back home that night. So, what the enemy planned did not go the way the enemy planned. My wife is healthy. My wife is strong. So I need to remind you what she told me after she came back. She said those period she was with her dead mom. So it was actually a pattern that wanted to repeat. But to God be the glory. For the apostle of our generation, for the invention of the old earth prayer, it can only be God. It can only be God. By now, my enemy would have been telling me sorry. But to God be the glory. What God cannot do,